authorizing the county executive to sign insurance renewal agreement, sanitation district number 1. Can I have a sponsor and a second? Bob? Joe? I also need a amendment to this for broker of record, which will be cool. Can I have a sponsor and a second?
I'll sponsor.
Bob?
Second.
Roy, second. Vote on the amendment.
Yes.
Move it to full board. The amendment and the resolution move to full board.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution amending the 2015 operation budget, sanitation district number 1. Sponsor and a second.
I'll sponsor.
Bob, second.
Second.
Roy.
Full.
Any discussion? Okay, full board. Resolution amending the 2015 operation budget for public works. Motion and a second. Joe. Second. Bob. Any discussion? We're just moving money around because there was a shortage in the A fund. So hearing none, we'll move it to full board. Resolution amending the 2015 operation budget, road machinery fund, public works. Motion and a second. Bob? Second. Joe? Any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll move it to full board.
Yes, please.
All right. Resolution amending the 2015 operation budget, county road fund, public works. Motion and a second.
Make motion.
Roy?
I'll second.
Bob? Any discussion? Move it to full board?
Full board, please.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn?
Yes, please.
Bob?
Second.
Roy? Thank you. Who's next? You are.
there any discussion from any legislators or committee members pertaining matters under the committee? Hearing none, first order of business is a resolution authorizing the county executive to sign revised agreement, continuation of CLEO agreement between the county of Montgomery and the counties of Fulton and Schoharie. I will sponsor. Is there a second?
Second, Chair.
Seconded by legislator Diamond. Gail Breen is with us this evening from the Workforce Development Board, and I'm going to turn over the floor to Ms. Breen to talk to us a little bit about the CLEO agreement.
Thank you very much. This is basically the same agreement that you signed, I believe it was last May or June. The big difference is if you look on the second page under 5C, which is internal controls to prevent a conflict of interest. Basically what this is there are 6 workforce development boards out of the 33 around the state. There are also a 501c3. The concern of the Department of Labor was because we have more than just the workforce funding, that we need to have a process to keep that separate so that the board doesn't accidentally or inadvertently go to spend the money in an incorrect way. We've always had that safeguard in place, but it's never been part of the chief elected officials agreement. So what this does is it really institutionalizes it. It says that the board can't pass a resolution. The chairman of the board can't sign that resolution unless it's signed off on by the executive director with her staff. And that would be the fiscal manager who would be looking at the law from a fiscal perspective, and it would be the program management specialist who would be looking at the law from a program standpoint. And once the 3 of us sign off that that's a legal resolution to pass, then they would be able to pass that. So that's the difference, is that that fire law is in there and writing for the first time, and also that the chairman of the Workforce Development Board, the executive director, myself, are required to sign this document too. So what's highlighted is what's new, and I didn't highlight my name at the end of it. Do you have any questions? Is that like as clear as mud? Because I know we only get together once, twice a year, but no questions?
Just excuse me, Chair. The 501c, is that a non-profit?
That's a nonprofit, and the way it works with the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act law is it refers to the CLEOs, which are you and Fulton and Schoharie counties. It refers to the local Workforce Development Board, which is a very generic organization which has no legal powers, and it then refers to the fiscal agent. And in this case, the fiscal agent is the 501c3. So that's where it started to get a little confusing, and they asked us to incorporate the language that we've been using already on for the last 16 years.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Thank you, Chair.
Great.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of moving to full board?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. Next up is a resolution authorizing the county executive to sign renewal agreement with NTS Data Services LLC, Board of Elections. All sponsors, their second.
Second.
Second by legislator Diamond. The gentlemen from Board of Elections are here, so at this point I will give them the floor if they have anything to say about it and explain it a bit.
Thank you, Chair. The NTS is a company that services boards of elections throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. In fact, they service over half the counties in New York City. They've been providing us services since 2006 when we first went into working with them. And what it is they provide a software program that enables us then to maintain our voter registration database, which helps us to provide list of voters to you, to anybody,
authorizing increase for wastewater treatment plant project. All sponsors, there a second?
Second, Chair.
By legislator Diamond. This resolution moves to increase the not to exceed value set by resolution 286 of 2014 from 1.875 million to 4 million. There will be no cost to the county. I received this resolution after the deadline for resolutions for this meeting, but I asked the clerk to include it on the agenda because I believe it's something that there might be a grant involved that is of a time-sensitive nature. That being said, I'll open it up first to Dr. Swanger from the college.
We actually thought we had done this before, which is why it was late.
Okay.
But in order for us to put in a request for state dollars out of the governor's next year budget, we need both counties to approve the project, even though you have no cost, because the facilities are owned by the two counties. We need to have resolutions from the two counties saying, yes, we approve the project. That sets us up to get the matching state dollars.
And I just note that Fulton County has passed a similar resolution. They passed it in beginning of November, so should be all set after the 29th. Any discussion or questions? No. Hearing none, all in favor moving to full board?
Aye.
Next up is a resolution setting the date and time of the organizational meeting for 2016 county legislature. All sponsors, their second.
Second, Chair.
By legislator Diamond. Setting the organizational meeting date and time for January 1st, 2016 at 11 a.m. in the legislative chambers to conduct organizational business. Any discussion, questions? Hearing none, all in favor of moving to full board?
Aye.
And under other two items, I wanted to, since Dr. Swanger is here, especially we received from Dave Morrow at the college another resolution this past Thursday to approve advertisement for bids for the FMCC Student Union Improvement Project 2015 Capital Plan. I told Dave that I would bring it up under the committee and see if the committee would entertain it off the floor, but also wanted to give the president an opportunity if you had any comments or explanation on or updates, I should say, on the project.
Well, we're ready to go to bid for the College Union project. That's a project to expand College Union and bring the college store up out of the basement and renovate the space that that the current store currently operates. Also take care of some heating issues and ventilation issues in the student union. I'm not, to be perfectly honest, since Fulton County is the contracting agency, I'm not entirely sure you have to pass a resolution.
Pursuant to our procurement policy, if it's estimated at being over 90,000, typically we do have to approve things going out to bid. I don't think it's been consistently adhered to, but since it was brought to our attention and a bid was going out, it was recommended that we put the resolution forward.
And there's no harm by passing it.
No harm.
I'd just add that, the renderings for the student union improvements, it's going to make a really nice entranceway. It's going to make some great improvements to the already beautiful campus and entering there, along with some other improvements going on at the college. So it's going to be a great project once complete. That being said, wishes of the committee, would you like to entertain from the floor? And if so, sponsorship in a second.
I would sponsor it, Chair.
I'll second it.
And a second by legislator Beniak. Any other discussion?
Ryan, is there any changes to this resolution that you need
I see one typo in the first resolve clause, or which clause?
That certified copies of this resolution be forwarded to, should it say Fulton County instead of Montgomery County if we're doing it? That's resolved clause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Fulton County Board of Supervisors and likewise. Okay. All in favor of moving to full board with those changes made?
Full board.
And last, I skipped over it in the beginning. Under old business, there is a tabled resolution for the resolution adopting introductory local law G 2015, a local law to strengthen animal welfare and cruelty prevention laws, as well as owner, breeder, broker responsibility in Montgomery County. Is there a desire to remove from table or just an update?
Yeah, Chair, if I could just give you an update. We're currently still tweaking this law. The county attorney, NISAC, and other county attorneys throughout the state are involved, so we're waiting for their feedback. Hopefully try to get the revised version out to you by the end of the month so that we have it for the committee for January. And that's where we're at, and I'd like to keep it tabled if we could.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other business to come before the committee? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second, Chair.
All in favor? We're adjourned. I'm going to, no other members present, call to order the Personnel Committee. With no other members present, I would like to ask to forward all resolutions and business to the Budget and Finance Committee. That being said, we're adjourned.
Yeah, so, okay. Call the meeting of Budget and Finance to order. Any discussion from my fellow legislators? Hearing none, I'll move on to resolutions. The Smart WAP presentation was done last month, so we're going to skip over that. Resolution amending the 2015 operation budget, Office of the County Executive. Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion, Chair.
Roy. Joe, second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move it to full board.
Full board.
Resolution approving the reval, is it? Oh, re-levy of delinquent school taxes, village taxes, water rents, and sewer taxes. Treasurer. Can I have a motion and a second? Bob?
Second.
Roy, second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move it to full board. Full board. Resolution approving the abstract of the audit claims, Office of the Legislator. Motion and a second. Bob?
Second.
Roy, second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move it to full board. Okay, let me go over into personnel.
Human Service first.
Okay. Any discussion from my fellow legislators? Hearing none, I'll go on to the first resolution. 2015 operating budget, foster care program, Department of Social Services. Have a sponsor and a second.
I'll sponsor.
Bob, Joe, second. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move it to full board? Or would you like to speak on it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to amend the amount, we have 225,000 written in there. We want to amend that to 500,000. And we're moving that from JD Penn's line 6123 to the 6119 line. And I'll tell you why. The cost, first of all, kids are entering foster care at unprecedented levels as of 2014, late 2014. Our spending went from almost 90,000 per month up to 160,000 per month in 2015. Just recently, just in the last two months, we've taken over 15 kids in care, 5 as of this morning, 5 more. We're seeing larger numbers of kids, larger families. A lot of it's as a result of the heroin epidemic, but also just poor parenting. We've seen some cases where kids were just left at home alone for days at a time, and so we've taken them into care. We don't have much of a choice. Sometimes the judge will order a stay away on the mom or the parents. I have no choice but to take them into care. So we see this trend, and we think the original $225,000 is not adequate. It's not going to get us through the end of the year. So we're just forecasting a little bit of our numbers. The good news is that our juvenile delinquent line, we're managing those cases much better. We're working with probation more. We're moving kids home. We're moving them out of care and putting services around. So that line will sustain a move of $500,000, and will also leave enough for us to manage the juvenile delinquents and the PINs throughout the year. So that's the reason.
Okay.
So please, if you would amend, 500,000 from the 6123 line juvenile delinquent to transfer to 6119, 500,000.
Do you have that, Cheryl? Have a sponsor and a second for the amendment. Joe, Roy,
Secretary.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now the resolution with the amendment. Pass the full board. Alrighty. Thanks, Mike. Resolution amending the 2015 operating budget. NICED, I believe, or 4410, 3 through 5 preschool program. Projected year-end account shortage, public health. Have a sponsor and a second. Joe, Roy, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move it to full board. Resolution amending the 2015 operating budget, drug abuse prevention program, mental health. Sponsor and a second.
Sponsor.
Roy, Joe. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll pass it, or we'll move it to full board. Okay, and that's it for human services. Any discussion for personnel from any legislators? Hearing none, we'll move on to the resolutions. Resolution authorizing county executive to sign renewal agreement with Safety National for access workers' compensation coverage personnel.